Everybody feel the music, right? You like music, you're trying to have a good time here tonight. I wrote this poem with the intention of, like, people need to understand that music is like a language of itself. You don't need to speak English, Swahili, Bosnian, whatever the case is, Arabic. As long as you can feel some form of rhythm, you can feel the energy. So I took many different genres that I love, and I know many DJs and people out there feel, and I put them all in this one piece. So, check it out. I used to love her when it made common sense, but the common sense wasn't common. She was a house girl, building different poetic styles in an odd rap world, and I like the classics, so I'd rather walk out in the parks, nothing melodramatic, imagine taking like 2 steps. This girl's Indian. Got like a mantra when she flew across to study abroad, so I did like an eager teenage kid that made it my only mission to study this broad. Parked my thoughts in her UK garage. Man, I liked it soulful. So to my advantage, she would listen to 2 headphones at all times, avoiding crap music, and I loved how she used to move so smooth to the rhythm and blues, and not to mention how she would bust a move dancing in every hall that she was present in. A true queen who couldn't understand the concept of losing calm because she had me like a slave at her feet. Soul. And her hips would hop whenever she heard something sampled, stolen, borrowed. The music was living so close to her heart, but still she couldn't quite understand the beat. Too used to receiving a degree when kids these days know nothing about their history, like the Miles Davis. How Bob used to wail us to sleep so we would be a part of the deepest of dreams, and within the dreams wake up so damn hungry that Sam would cook sweet symphonies, answering questions of quantum physics, explaining where smoke rings I blew each night went. Spent even later nights at jazz cafes after puberty knocked her unconscious, got dizzy after being busy for making sweet love to saxophones, penetration working like calm calcium for her soul. She could feel it through her trombones, traveling through the channel of her eardrums, banging and banging and banging. Heard sounds get louder and louder and louder. Felt the heat to escape these worldly problems and avoid not getting caught up in a trance. Started to fly in a place filled with different colors like a spectrum, the rain band, collect other birds to learn from the Afro beats. Was introduced to a fella called Kute who taught her about a nation in Zulu. Then read philosophy books that stated that boys will always be boys, so every now and then just give them a break. Sit back, relax, and enjoy how they express themselves whenever they're within themselves, and pay special attention to the ways that they move to the beat of their heart. I'm telling you, this girl, she was the ultimate. Ice cold if she didn't like you. Best believe that all the tricks up her sleeves to make you drop to the floor. The radio mixes, mega pulls, the ones that the DJs couldn't find ways to say no to. Oh yes. She really was everywhere, from movies to companies to keeping you company when you're on the phone waiting for that somebody would whisper to you in a creepy way when you're all alone in an elevator. Lay your head on a pillow from her Tony tone. Have herself stoned off the herbs, reading about the ways Medusa would lure her prey, then pray to never fall under the spell just to be able to be focused on her mission, and spell to every lullaby that fell onto her when she fell asleep. Found ways to calm herself from all head-banging, bed-rocking. Life was about tones, didn't like conspiracies about death from different mentals, so the chemistry between her and everyone else was different. She was a house girl, building different poetic styles in an odd rap world, and I already told you once before. I used to love her when it made common sense, but the common sense wasn't common. This one is my homegirl. Thank you.